Ohio State wins 17-14 at Notre Dame, and they do it largely on the back of their defense. A lot of talk at the end of this game about the plays that were made by Kyle McCord, by Chip Traynham, by Emeka Egbuka, and rightly so. They all came through in a clutch situation, but they only had that opportunity because this defense held Notre Dame and a really good quarterback in Sam Hartman, a really good running back in Audric Estime, a couple really good future NFL tackles to 14 points over their 60 minutes, and they had the ball for almost 35 of those 60 minutes, I think it was. So, Stephen, just your chief takeaway from watching what is the best defensive performance of the Jim Knowles era, I would say, at Ohio State. Certainly the most important one.
Well, the other Notre Dame game was pretty good too, but I think this one, I think Ohio State's going to start making a case for be the best defense in the country. And I understand Georgia exists. I understand Penn State's got some guys. Oklahoma's got some decent guys. There's some other defenses. But I'm watching this game, and I'm thinking about the Oregon game in 2021 when the defense never gave CJ a chance to get going until it was too late. This defense gave this offense chance after chance after chance after chance. And I'll take those odds any day with Ohio State's offense because they're going to figure this out. Kyle McCord's going to get rolling eventually. Marvin Harrison, every team's not going to have one guy guarding him and one guy over the top. Emeka Egbuka's not going to – well, maybe.
Maybe they should.
Maybe they should.
It worked really, really, really well tonight.
It did good tonight. Emeka Egbuka was okay tonight. I don't think he was great. But this offense is eventually going to get going. We saw it with the Travion Henderson explosive run. Eventually something explosive is going to happen for this offense. But in these types of games, when the offense is still trying to figure it out, can the defense give you chance after chance after chance? And they did that. And they made some plays when they needed to make plays. I think there's enough personnel dudes who are turning into dudes at all three levels. I think Jim Knowles in year 2 has proven to be an excellent hire to fix what the problems were in 2021. And my takeaway is they're not now, but if we get to week 10 and we're all saying Ohio State has the best defense in the country, I wouldn't bat an eye at it at all. And that's what my takeaway is from this Notre Dame game.
Yeah, the Travion Henderson run was just massive, and I think it's gotten a little bit obscured here. But we're talking about defense. Your biggest takeaway, Andrew, defensively?
The defense can make the plays that they need to when they have to, because we can talk about that last drive where Notre Dame came out, they threw the ball on the first down, they get another first down, I think it was first down and 10, and they ran the ball and got a first down, and then you force a negative play, and that just screwed the entire drive up. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Ohio State scored with 1 second left on the clock. So that play to the pass of the corner of the end zone that went incomplete, that might have been the final play of the game if Notre Dame is able to burn some more clock by getting some more yards, if Ohio State has to go down the field. They made the plays when they had to be made, because again, that last drive is what we can talk about. That last drive was so key, but it was more than that. Notre Dame on the first drive of the game was humming along, and they knocked Sam Hartman out about yay far away from the first down. Ohio State took over on downs. They held Notre Dame to a field goal. Remember, they had that really good blitz call where Tommy Eichenberg got in the face of Sam Hartman. Sam Hartman had to throw it away. Notre Dame misses the field goal. I understand Ohio State had their chances. They missed the fourth down where they run the end around or the jet sweep to Emeka at the 10. They get stopped at the 1 yard line. But Notre Dame's defense played really, really well, and they kept Ohio State's offense kind of in check for a majority of the night. And Ohio State's defense counterpunched, and they made one more play than Notre Dame's defense did, and that was all the difference. So this is a good Notre Dame team, and Ohio State's defense, again, there are some things that you're going to have to fix. I think everybody's going to say that. There's some things that have to be rectified, but my God, they made the plays when they absolutely had to have them.
Yeah, I think if you tell people coming into this game that Sam Hartman would have 175 yards and Notre Dame wouldn't completely destroy Ohio State on the ground, that's a game Ohio State wins. And you're right, you just would have thought it would happen by more than with 1 second left running in for the go-ahead touchdown. Listen, that Cody Simon stop on fourth down early in this game, massive play. In terms of the time it left on the clock at the end of this game, the fact that it ended that drive, just a massive play for a guy who's been here a long time and doesn't have as big a role as he probably wants to have and just goes in and makes the biggest play of his career. But I want to talk about the safeties real quick because Jim Knowles came here to institute a safety-driven defense. I am still, in my head, I can hear that hit echoing where Lathan Ransom and Sonny Styles came up and just popped Sam Hartman for a loss on, was that a fourth down play?
They had another fourth down
play
right over there.
And
on the other side of the field.
and just a massive play. And that's where, I mean, the game kind of turned there a little bit. And without that play, Ohio State doesn't win this game. And we're starting to see now, after a year removed from just so much angst in the secondary, and the cornerbacks having so much trouble, and the safeties just not quite being there yet. And now you're seeing what it looks like when Ohio State has, like, bona fide multiple NFL dudes in its secondary. Like, there's no question. Like, Denzel Burke, Sonny Styles, Lathan Ransom had an amazing game tonight, I thought. Just a fantastic game. Something like 13 tackles, just a tremendous game, and his presence tonight was huge. And you're starting to just feel this defense and feel this secondary in a real way. And I thought coming into this year that it was going to be the defensive line that was the thing that was going to carry Ohio State to a national championship if it got there. It was going to be the crucial unit, and I'm starting to think maybe I was wrong. I'm starting to think that maybe it's just man for man. This secondary is a bunch of guys getting a job done, and they certainly did tonight, and were the foundation of this win. Much more talk about this on Buckeye Talk, wherever you can find podcasts, and get the text 614-350-3315. We'll probably be throwing a lot of it at you on Sunday in the wake of this crazy 17-14 win.